Seattle Seahawks. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Still got a lot of life left in those legs. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Sharp. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and then hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Cook following the penalty. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
From the gun, Sharp. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And out of bounds, all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Sharp. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 40 yards out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
This is Rashad Penny, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Rashad Penny. And some room to run now. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Meh.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Penny, a first down carry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down at the 40.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A quick throw out to Lockett. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st and 10. Knows. Rolling. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means they're going to find someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, a give to Penny. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Rose. Left side complete to Lockett. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Operating from the gun. Rose. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Off the play fake. Rose. Escaping the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rose. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the run, it's Penny. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And it's 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Rose. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. CD, I know it's it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They run the counter with Cook, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Sharp. Looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Penny. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll find Metcalf. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. That's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And that will force a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Yep.
It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Well, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to the backup.
And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 11 as as the Vikings pick up the first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down. Short throw to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw on second down. Sharp, flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Second down, Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Winding down, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. second half begins with a run from Penny. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
To get a little more cushion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
From the gun on 3rd down. Sharp. And he finds Carr. Past the 35 will be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Play action. Sharp. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Sharp. Flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd down. Sharp. His throw caught at about the 5. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
the gun on third down. Sharp, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. They'll try and throw for it here. Sliding out of the pocket. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On first down, Daniels. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Sharp. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on third down. Sharp. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Off the play fake. Sharp. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Looking to throw on second down. Sharp. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darrell Taylor, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. sharp. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
On 2nd down, here's Penny. Down about the 28.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, Rose. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run with Penny. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Rose. That's caught by Penny. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll run for it with Penny. He will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down, Seattle.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
1st down, Seahawks.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Penny on the counter. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and goal, Seattle.
Penny will try to punch it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the 1st snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game, moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Herrick, and he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. A nice throw there by the, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points,